morning. Ladies and gentlemen, it's easy. Flip to the front camera of your phone and hold it at a nice high angle, making your eyes look bigger and your cheekbones sharper. Turn to your best side and click. There's your selfie. The word of 2013 is ubiquitous across social media. Even celebs are hooked. Take President Obama's foray into selfie territory. But what about the consequences? The ugly side of selfies. But first, let me take a selfie. Have you ever taken a selfie and posted it on social media like the new Chainsmokers song? Because as of present time, more than 30 million Instagram photos have been hashtag selfie. Just a few weeks ago, my friend posted quite a lot of selfies on Instagram, and she said to me, "Oh, it's amazing how I can get these dramatic selfies to post online. Showcase my good side, you know?" Has this thought ever crossed your mind? Have you ever taken selfies because you wanted to, well, showcase your good side? I don't blame you if you have, because you're not alone in this. Psychologist Jill Weeb explains that it's totally normal to seek validation. But this can be a slippery slope. For example, an Italian teenager died after plunging 60 feet onto jagged rocks after she tried to take a selfie. Literally a slippery slope in this case. She went to take a selfies with the rocks in the background to give the most dramatic effect, quoting her best friend who was paralyzed with shock. Ladies and gentlemen, with social networks where it's easy to get quick hints of approval, this selfie thing can easily spiral out of control. This craze for selfies has gained global popularity. But people are increasingly putting themselves at risk as they try to take more spectacular and risky self-portraits to earn the most likes and comments. And this is not the end. Apart from physical danger, there's also psychological danger. Selfies raise the damned if you do and damned if you don't specter of either narcissism or very low self-esteem. And while the narcissistic selfies are becoming more acceptable, well, if one friend is hogging your entire feed, you would have an urge to unfriend that person. This is exactly what I told my friend after she told me she was trying to showcase her good side. I, personally, am not a big fan of selfies for all the above reasons. But to be honest, opinions vary on whether selfies are legit or just lame. So ask yourself, are my selfies for fun, or am I counting the likes? If you fall under the latter, I would recommend you to shift your perspective. That could mean cutting selfies out entirely, or just scaling back and making them more fun. Ladies and gentlemen, please beware the ugly side of selfies. Thank you.
Thank you for your speech. Mr. Hodgman will now ask you a question relating to your speech. The bell will ring right after the question has been asked, and you will have 1 minute to respond. Mr. Hodgman, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you think young people spend too much time on their smartphones and on social media sites instead of engaging in face-to-face relationships?
Well, it totally depends on the person, to be honest, but I think that yes, absolutely. Because every time on the MTR, you go with your parents, you go with your friends, but all you do is plug in your headphones and read or play or go on Facebook. What I think is that instead of doing all this, you can talk to your friends. Tell them how's your day at school. Tell them what color is your favorite. Well, they probably know what your favorite color is, but still. Like, engage with them. Don't just look at your phone. It's what teenagers mostly do. Most people do that. I mean, just look around in the MTR. 90% of the people have their earphones plugged in with their phones on Facebook, Twitter, or any other social platforms. Or sometimes, some better people read books. But still, talk, engage. Thank you.
Thank you. A second question will now be asked by Mrs. Snow. Again, the bell will ring right after the question has been asked, and you may then respond. Mrs. Snow, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you believe there's a generation gap between children and their parents? And if you do, what areas are most predominant?
Yes, there absolutely is a generation gap, and it's absolutely in the area of social networking. Well, like teenagers, mostly teenagers, criticize their parents and sometimes look down on their parents when they ask them, oh, this Facebook's, Twitter are absolutely not necessary. Go study, go do your math. It is annoying, I know that. It is very, very annoying to me, but the thing is they're doing this for your own good. You need to study. I mean, you can't just rely on Facebook and other people's mood, as you put in, because it's not going to help you. But at the same time, I think parents should also understand that the kid needs to be active on social media to know each other better, to know their friends better who are all on social media too. So there is this generation gap, but it can be overcome easily. Thank you.